With news of Heat on an AEW referee and more, this is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. On the Wrestle Dream media call, AEW President Tony Khan said this about MJF's run in a tag team with Adam Cole. You don't have to hate him anymore because he's our scumbag. That's something that has really been embraced by the fans, and it's shown because Better Than You Baby have sold an ungodly amount of merchandise, and they continue to rack up that merch money for us, which is awesome. They get these massive reactions, and it's benefiting of a top star and, in this case, a fan favorite. On X, former AEW champion and EVP for the company, Kenny Omega seemingly reacted to Jade Cargill making the move from AEW to WWE, writing, "This may be news to a lot of fans out there, but when one wrestler goes from one company to another, we tend to always wish them the best and cheer for them while they embark on their new journey. Genuinely, it's embarrassing and shameful that some fans aren't capable of the same." Going over news set WWE appearances for Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Ringside News wrote, SmackDown October 13th, Roman Reigns will be present at the BOK Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma on October 13th, continuing his dominance on the Blue brand. House Show October 14th, Roman Reigns is scheduled to defend his Universal Championship against Sami Zayn at a house show on October 14th. This event will take place at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. SmackDown October 27th, Reigns will make his way to the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the October 27th episode of SmackDown, where he will likely continue his ongoing storylines and rivalries. Providing an update on Kyle O'Reilly, who has been out of action from AEW for over a year due to a neck surgery, Adam Cole told Inside the Ropes, "All I can say is Kyle is continuing to push forward. This has been a very long and very tough process for him, but he's a warrior. Again, there's nothing that Kyle loves more than pro wrestling, and he's doing everything that he can to make sure that he's getting healthy and getting back to a point where he can return to the ring. Obviously, there's still no timetable on when he's going to be able to come back, but Kyle is progressing. He is getting better every single week, and just like the rest of the world, I can't wait till Kyle O'Reilly gets back. I miss him so much." Revealing that plans for her were changed on Monday Night Raw last week, where she wanted to face Tegan Nox but instead wound up facing Natalya, NXT Women's Champion Becky Lynch told the New York Post, "There is full truth in that. That was one of the things that I wanted to do with this title. I wanted to have open challenges for the women who haven't been getting opportunities, women that have been in the back that love wrestling and that want an opportunity and haven't been able to get it." For that same interview, Becky Lynch would say this about Jade Cargill's arrival to WWE. "I watch all the products. I think it's great. More women with more platforms. I think she has a lot of work to do when she gets here, but if she is willing to do that, just look at her. She's a star. It's more people for me to get in the ring with and kick their asses." With people on tour of Hollywood, The Rock would wind up pulling beside them in his truck. Here's the video.
Hey, you guys know where I can find The Rock? How you guys doing? Hey, you guys doing good? Hey, what's up, man? Hi, how you doing? All right, I gotta ask. Hey, what's up, man?
What are we doing today?
Did he take you to my house yet?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Keep it that way. See you guys. See you, man.
Mentioning the tribalism in pro wrestling and in AEW specifically, Eric Bischoff put the blame on AEW president Tony Khan on the Keeping It 100 podcast. I get frustrated with the way the shows are covered by some people. Fans, it's a little bit like politics. When AEW came out, there was such a rabid fan base, everyone wanted to see it succeed. There was all this goodwill. They got overly invested in it and became tribal. And by the way, a lot of that is because of Tony Khan and a lot of the top talent in AEW, including our good friend Chris Jericho, who came out and started taking shots and saying things like, we're going to overtake within the next 6 months, and they were constantly comparing themselves in a way and talking down WWE. That kind of dribbled down into the internet wrestling audience and everybody took a position. Well, now that things aren't going as well as they hoped in the beginning, there are still people that are going to defend no matter what. Reality doesn't matter. They're going to find something to hang on to and defend because they've staked out their position. They've made themselves known to be this ardent AEW supporter or WWE promoter or fan. They're going to look at the good things to talk about and criticize the bad things the other side does. It's just human nature, man. Previously, Kevin Nash claimed that Triple H did not want to re-sign LA Knight due to him being nothing more than a nostalgia act for copying the likes of The Rock. He has now clarified what he meant by that, saying on his Click This podcast, last week's show to me and you was a good one, how somebody can see that I would just randomly come on my show and talk about things that Paul and I talk about in a business state, and that I would actually call Paul during the midst of the week that the merger is finalized and he's down on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. I'm calling him wondering about what's going on with one of the boys' deals. He knows I love him. Number one, I never tell a story where I call him Triple H. I always call him Paul. I just don't because he's not Triple H to me. The actual message that Paul had last week was, I said, congratulations. That was a lot of to do with that merger. I just said congratulations to get that behind you. He said, how are you doing? I said, hanging in there. He asked, are you okay? As my friends really do worry about me. I said, yeah. I said, I just told him my shoulders were healing from stem cells. Taking to social media, Ricky Starks would declare himself the face of AEW and the face of Collision. A fan then asked if he missed Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, to which he responded, yeah, of course, great rival in the ring and treated me with respect. Noting the retirement of a WWE star, Ringside News said that WWE added former ROH talent Quinn McKay to their roster when ROH ceased operations in late 2021. She has excelled in every role the company has given her so far outside the ring. Now going by the name Kelly Kincaid, Quinn McKay serves as one of the backstage interviewers for the NXT brand, mainly on the NXT Level Up program. Fans are getting used to her on those shows, but there's only one way to move up from here. Despite her role, Kelly Kincaid has not participated in a wrestling match for WWE, and it seems unlikely that she will in the future. It seems that she is quite content with leaving that life behind her. Recently, Kelly Kincaid conducted an interview with Kalani Jordan after the latest NXT episode, during which Jordan challenged Blair Davenport to a match at NXT No Mercy this Saturday. When a fan inquired about why she's not competing in WWE, Kelly confirmed her retirement from in-ring competition in a response. Kelly Kincaid simply replied to say she's retired. It appears that the subject of her in-ring return is closed. Staying on the topic of CM Punk, Bully Ray said this about Impact Wrestling potentially signing the Second City Saint. 1000% I'd hire him. I think Punk needs to be in an environment that he is completely comfortable in, and I know for a fact he was not completely comfortable in the WWE, and then whatever went down in AEW. By Bully Ray's estimation, Punk is a valuable asset to all of professional wrestling. If you were to put CM Punk in Impact Wrestling, Impact stock would go up. I think that Impact and Punk could do some great business together and bring some eyes to the product. Giving an update on Dustin Rhodes and why he has been absent from AEW, PW Insider noted that Dustin Rhodes has not been at AEW TV of late, which we are told is due to him dealing with a tweaked knee. Confirming she is out with an injury from WWE, Liv Morgan said this in an interview with Muscle and Health. "My diet has actually been a huge work in progress. I love desserts, I love pasta, I love to indulge. I'd like to say I eat clean 90% of the time, with 10% indulgence lapses. But the real numbers are more like 70-30. It took me a while to fully understand that proper fuel makes for better athletic performance." I know that's common sense, but to have the willpower to act on that at 2 a.m. when you've got a 4-hour drive to the next show is really difficult. The only places that are open are fast food outlets a lot of the time. I'm actually out injured right now, and aside from healing up, my focus has been on my nutrition, so it's been really exciting honing in on that. I want to come back in the very best shape of my life, so right now I am eating clean, tons of fresh fruits and veggies. I'm basing my carb intake on the amount of physicality and energy I expend each day. I do believe life is about balance though, so I still order a cheeky little dessert with dinner sometimes. As Jon Moxley would reportedly end up sustaining a concussion from his match against Rey Fenix, it seems the referee officiating that bout has come under fire, with Sean Ross Sapp reporting Fightful has learned that originally a non-AEW wrestler was supposed to come out on AEW Dynamite and challenge Jon Moxley for Wrestle Dream. However, when the match result changed, so did the plan to come out and make a challenge. We haven't learned who it was. We were contacted by several talent on the roster that said while they like Rick Knox, there was heavy heat on him within the company, as this wasn't the first time something like this has happened and a wrestler wasn't protected. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.